Ladies and gentlemen, she's not on enough. She's Judith Newmark. She's put her martini down and taken off her night mask. Judith Newmark, welcome back to Big 550 KTRS.
Hey, good morning. How are you, McGrath?
Now, I have a little confession. We have never met publicly, right?
No, never.
Right. However, I sat in front of you at the opening night of Always Patsy Cline at Stages.
Why didn't you turn around and say, "Hello, Judy, guess who I am"?
I was going to, and then I didn't want to ruin the illusion. I love
the illusion of what?
I love your work. I love talking to you on the radio, and I didn't want to meet. I didn't want to ruin it for you. You were gonna, meet me, and you're like, oh, that's all there is. So I figured I would just leave us as you are the lone, faceless critic. If that makes any sense to you?
If that works for you, I'm not going to destroy the fantasy.
Now, what did you think of that Always Patsy Cline over there at the Westport Playhouse?
Terrific. There are a couple of things I really loved about that. One, the show, of course, but also the fact that theater's open again.
Yeah.
And it looks great, and it's a very comfortable place to see a show. So I think Stages has done a favor for St. Louis by getting in there, putting a show on.
I thought it was great. I didn't know much about Patsy Cline, but you sort of go through that play or that musical, and you have no idea that she was attached to so many different songs.
Oh, she was a legend. And remember, she died really young.
Right.
So she did all that very fast. Just a few years that the plane crashed. So
yeah.
It's a touching story, isn't it?
Very, very touching. It was a two-person play, but they had like a nice band and or orchestra off to the side. So
the combo, yeah.
Yeah. You think it's a small theater, but it was big enough for a nice big stage and a orchestra there and a couple of actors and a nice stage. So it's a pretty big theater for being such a small venue.
Yeah, it is. And I thought that Jacqueline Petrocia and Zovandahar just did a great job in their roles.
Right.
Patsy and her pal.
All right. Now, you're here to review the Shakespeare Festival in Forest Park. How was Henry IV?
Well, it's in the paper today, and it's also up online, of course. I thought it was terrific. I thought they just did a great job. Henry IV is a complicated story, and there are two plays. There's Henry IV Part 1, Henry IV Part 2. They have cut it so well. It's about 3 hours with the intermission, maybe a little bit less. Moves beautifully, tells the whole story, and I thought they cast it. That's really the secret with Shakespeare. They cast it with very strong actors who made each character come to life, and each one had his own storyline and expressed it in his monologues. And then when they interact, because you've gotten to know them from their monologues, then you can really see what each man is about.
I'll tell you what, Rick Dildine, who runs that Shakespeare Festival, he really has done amazing things with that organization.
He sure has. It had to grow, and it has under him. There's now the Shake 38, when people from all over town do plays.
Right.
And they've had all kinds of activities, parties, and things outside of the season, and the children's troupe, of course. But this is the big event, the big summer show, Forest Park.
Forest Park,
and it's free.
Yeah, free and open to the public. Your review is online, stltoday.com. It's also in the paper today. What are you looking for this summer, Judith?
Well, the first thing I'm looking forward to is Henry V. That's what makes this so special, that this is going to tell the whole story of Prince Hal and how he becomes the king. And that one opens next Saturday night, and they're going to alternate through the 15th. And then, then it's summertime, and then you got the Muni, which is St. Louis's oldest favorite theater.
Right.
And we did get Porgy and Bess, which I love this summer.
Yeah, and I heard you were full of let's just say, I don't have time to make fun of you, but I'll do it next time. Judith Newmark, theater critic extraordinaire with STLtoday.com. Judith, have a good week. We'll talk to you soon.
You too, McGrath.
All right,
Bye.
9 o'clock, KTRS St. Louis.